All right. Yes,
Everybody's favorite day is now Monday. Alex, thank you for that.
that's right.
Wait, I thought everybody's favorite day was Friday because it's AMA day.
No.
So welcome to another show, another episode of the Celsius AMA. We have two additional guests on our panel today here. Besides Zach, who's our like usual, we have Tal and Aliza. They're both residing in Israel, so they're coming to us. It's probably nighttime on Friday. They're ready. Are you ready for a nightcap, or are you ready to go out and catch some Corona?
I know I'm mid-dinner. I left dinner to be able to do this because this is more fun.
I didn't start because mine come with wine, so I said wine later, not now.
So for those of you who are Celsian veterans, Tal and Aliza handle all of our loans. And there's a special day today because they just joined the special 1 billion club. So let's play the clip. And I'm supposed to play the clip. Sorry.
Oh yeah, you do it.
Sharing my screen here.
It's come to my attention that a breakaway Russian republic, Kyrgyzstan, is about to transfer a nuclear warhead to the United Nations in a few days. Here's the plan. We get the warhead and we hold the world ransom for $1 million.
So it used to be that $1 million was a lot of money, but now at Celsius, it's all about $1 billion.
No, Alex, you have to say it right. $1 billion.
$1 billion.
Yeah, there you go. You got it.
So
wait, where's the cat?
Not just exactly. Where's the cat? Here. Not just that we crossed 7 billion in AUM a few days ago, but Tal and Aliza crossed over $1 billion. $1 billion worth.
We're actually like technically around 1.2, but whatever.
Oh my God.
No.
Flying.
No big deal, right?
So also we crossed over $1 billion worth of institutional loans. So the thing is just flying, and all these people are paying you interest. So Monday comes Monday, you're going to be earning even more because we are cranking it in and we're giving you most of it back. And I'm as happy as can be because I'm still the largest Celsius. I can't wait for someone to out Celsius me and have more on deposit with Celsius than me. That would be like the bomb. All right.
I'm working on it best I can.
You know
Alex.
what, Alex? Maybe Chrissy can outdo you.
I know. Just don't tell her. She still thinks that Cell token is at $1.50 because that's when I gave her the tokens. So she only counts it in dollars. She doesn't know that it goes up every day. So one day she'll have $1 billion and she's not going to even know about it. So
keep it that way.
All right. So yeah. So as you know, both Aliza has been with us. She just had her 3-year anniversary of Celsius. So happy birthday! Happy 3-year birthday!
Thank you. Celsiversary, absolutely.
And Tal just had a 2-year anniversary, right?
I'm getting there, yeah, almost.
Yeah, almost. So we're gonna let you we'll give you a pass so you can celebrate your 2-year birthday. So Ethereum at all-time high, cranking, just breaking through that old record like it was butter, just like hot through butter, just running through it. And between ETH2 being locked up, more and more ETH2 being locked up every day, and obviously DeFi running on all cylinders, we expect the trend to continue. I'm on a new show, the Bentov show. If you haven't watched it this morning, 8:30 a.m. It's a great show with Ron Nunair. So every Friday you can see the Mashinsky twice if you can handle it. Okay. 8:30, and then another show, obviously a regular show. So we're going to do a rapid fire, so get your questions ready, especially if they're about lending. We're going to be giving $50 if your question
Alex,
is chosen. Yes?
Alex, I have to say something. This is my first time on the show in this new format, and I'm seeing in the chat on the side, people just saying, hey, hello, sending love from Venezuela, BC, Canada. How big has this show gotten? Where have I been?
Yeah, it's crazy. It's been crazy. And there are special Celsians who have Aliza's and Tal's phone number, a personal relationship with the lending team 24/7. Some of you talk to Aliza more than her husband.
This is
so
true.
So, but if you need any loan or if you need anything, obviously the best way to get there is loans@celsius.network. I see all of you still sending emails to me and to jobs@Celsius and to app@Celsius, everywhere besides loans@Celsius. So we have a big team there. We added a lot of people and they're there just dedicated, right? Instead of being in the big funnel, there's a special funnel just for loans where you get responded basically the same day. So definitely do yourself
like premium service. If you have a loan, you get premium service to handle that loan.
We treat our borrowers much better than just any other Celsian. So
no, I wouldn't say that. I would just
I would say
people
that.
People who are borrowing need a little bit extra attention and love because
Sure.
it's a little bit more of a complicated product. But I would also say, Celsians get a lot of love no matter what. They love us and we love them back.
And since we are bored at home, we started our own channel on Clubhouse, and we're just gonna have our own club with our own party going on. I think it's also every Friday, right? No, when is it? Or is it every day?
Tuesday. It's going to be the first one's Tuesday at 8 p.m. EST. And
is Elon Musk coming?
Yeah, if you don't know what Clubhouse is, it's an app. Right now, it's only on the iPhone. So if you have an Android, you have to wait. But you can join, and basically you go into these chat rooms where people are talking, and you get to hear from different people. So we just have a channel there, but you can also learn a lot about other things, crypto, non-crypto. Definitely, people stay on it all night. I don't know what I usually get off it by 11:30. I'm off Clubhouse. That's it. That's past my bedtime. What else? All right, let's see.
Alex, you have a bedtime? I thought you never went to sleep.
No, I do. I need my sleep. My baby sleep is everything. You kidding me? Some people can survive on 4 or 5 hours. I need 7 to 8 hours. I don't function. And so I'm running full steam all day long, but when I crash, I need my baby sleep. That's it. Don't bother me.
This is baby sleep or beauty sleep?
Baby sleep. I sleep like a baby. I just go out, I wake up, and well, not like your baby, not like Maya.
Yeah. So here's the thing. I had a baby about 7.5 months ago, and I have never been more confused about what it means to sleep like a baby, because I used to think that meant that you slept really well, but it turns out babies suck at sleeping and need to be trained in order to do something that I want to do all the time.
Well, when they turn 3 or 4, they sleep much better. When they're in their first year or second year, every minute there's something. There's teeth coming out. They're not big enough. Like they're hungry every minute. Like so.
They were in this nice, warm, comfy womb, and then all of a sudden ripped into this cold, difficult world.
She gets plenty of love. She's dressed in flannel. I give her bottles. She's taken care of. She's a fat, happy baby. All I want is for her to sleep in return, and she refuses me. She's about, I don't know. She's like, she listens.
Everybody wants to see her. So go see if she's sleeping. If she's not,
she's not sleeping. Hold on.
Bring her over. Let's see Maya. Come on.
Aliza just doesn't let her cry a little bit. If she'll cry, she'll sleep. Aliza, that's the problem. I'm not a mom, and I know that. Come on,
baby. You're like, oh my God, she made the sound. I gotta run.
Well, Alex, you've had almost as many kids as you've had startups. So what's the secret to successful raising a kid?
The 6th kid, Ethan, he can cry all day long. We don't even go and check on him. He's like, the first baby, oh my God,
for a question. So earlier you mentioned that we're going to be giving rewards for questions. So when you ask your question, do it just like all week. Do it all caps question, all caps, and then enter your referral code. I'll be posting them on the screen like last week, and then sending out those $50. Look at the cute baby.
Yeah, I found my new co-host. That's it. Me and Maya. That's it. You know, every night, every Friday night, we're gonna
This creature was supposed to be asleep 45 minutes ago.
She's a beauty. Look at that.
Are you excited about crypto?
She's definitely
guarantees your financial future? Yes. That's what's going on.
She's definitely
right?
not camera shy. She's like, I'm gonna be a star.
She's actually reaching for a book on sacred violence.
Really?
I'm sitting in my mother's study. She does early Christianity.
Well, I wanted to show it later, but I'll show it now because her dad is on.
That's not her dad.
Here, I'm showing.
Somebody was lying.
That was a test. That was a test.
There you go. That one makes a lot more sense right there.
You remember who's the dad, you know? But here is her dad. Let's see how Maya does watching her dad do his stand-up comedy.
Oh, yeah.
Let me get this straight. As average folks were making $15 billion buying GameStop and hedge funds were losing their shirts, Robinhood stepped in and stopped trading. First, the banks get bailed out, and now hedge funds. I'm thinking of starting a change.org petition to officially rename the Robinhood app Sheriff of Nottingham. Better yet, how about tomorrow at noon Eastern, all 13 million users of Robinhood, I mean the Sheriff of Nottingham, go into their account settings and simultaneously change their username to hedge fund. Maybe then they'll treat you with some respect.
So if you haven't watched this, it's on Twitter. I retweeted it as well, so you can find it in my feed. Daniel is at almost 18,000 views. So let's get him across 20,000 so he can brag about how he has the new most popular video in Celsius. Right? Did Maya like it? What did she say?
Maya enjoyed it very much. Maya needs to, how does Samuel L. Jackson say it? She needs to go the fuck to sleep. But she does not agree.
Well, you can put a little bit of alcohol on her lips. That's a secret. Okay? I know the doctors don't recommend it, but when you get desperate, that's what you do, and then they fall asleep in 2 seconds.
Ethan wouldn't stop crying, so we just took a little, Bacardi, and
Guys, I'm just gonna say, my baby has really nice thighs. She's basically the cutest thing ever.
Okay,
I'm gonna go put her away.
Perfect. And so one more thing. We got our first few virgin Bitcoins. What is a virgin Bitcoin? I'm sure many of you go like, what? Wait, we thought all Bitcoins were the same. No, not the same. When you do mining, when you have mining equipment, and it actually, your equipment mines Bitcoin, that Bitcoin has never existed. It's brand new Bitcoin. It never been sent over the blockchain. It just created in the machine. And then it's like a baby. It comes out and it's like looking around, doesn't know what to do with himself. So because we're running mining now, and we keep turning more and more machines every day, we are minting new, fresh, virgin Bitcoin. So when you withdraw your Bitcoin, there's a good chance that one day you will get a part of, right? Because it's not, you can even get a few virgin Satoshis, but you can get some virgin Bitcoin from Celsius. And usually these things trade at like a 30% premium, right? All you need to do is look at the history of the transaction, and if the history, normally most Bitcoin will have an 8-year or 9-year or 15, not 15 year, but 12 years max. And this one will be a baby. It will only have a few days or a few weeks worth of history. So I want to just touch on Biden, right? The Biden administration is ramming through a $1.9 trillion package, $1.9 trillion. Okay, so that is going to be like rain of money coming out of the sky. You know the song, It's Raining Man? Well, this time it's going to be raining $100 bills, right? And all that money is going to one way or another find its way into the stock market and the Bitcoin market or the crypto market. So for those of you who are worried about how long this music is going to last and are we in a good shape and so on, yes, we're just going to get, there's a giant syringe and we're going to get a second injection of adrenaline to give us another year or two worth of running energy for these markets to continue running. All right, again, not investment advice. I'm just sharing with you my thoughts, but I feel we got plenty of room to run, and you've seen this migration again. Bitcoin ran, then Ethereum ran, and now the alts, all the alts are getting ready for the race, right? Now, we already kind of ran ahead of everybody else, Celsius, right, with the Cell token. Now, a lot of the other guys are catching up with us, and we're getting our rest, and we hopefully will be ready to start the race again. We have a lot of great announcements coming, a lot of great partnerships, listings on exchanges. All that stuff is going to hit, new products, right, new services. All that stuff is going to hit in the next 2 to 3 months. And you're going to see us cranking up. Again, we just crossed 7 billion. And I hope that we will be at 10 billion very, very shortly. All right, so some statistics, some data, interest. Just in the last 12 months, we paid $221 million in interest. Again, that's more than I think everybody else put together. 381,000 members, about to cross 60,000 Bitcoins. That makes us the third largest holder of Bitcoin, right? As far as like asset managers or exchanges.
Yeah, I think one of our competitors put out a video, right, saying they were like, oh my gosh, look at us. We paid $50 million worth. Like, this is amazing, 50 million. We're looking at us like, that's peanuts. You got to step up your game.
We do that in a few weeks, you know.
No problem. I think, what, $5-6 million a week?
No need to indulge in invidious comparisons. Everyone knows that Celsius pays the most and that we're the best. That's all I need to say.
How can it be that we paid 5 times more and they claim they have the same number of assets? Wait,
I know the answer. It's because we give 80% back, or up to 80% back.
There you go.
I've only been listening to you say this, Alex, for the last 3 years. Basically, since the second I met you.
If they give a fifth back, a fifth of what we paid, and we give 80%, then how much are they paying out of what they earn? Because they're probably earning as much as us. So how much are they paying? What is a fifth of 80%? Quick math. Yeah. Zach is pulling his calculator. No, you got to do it in your head. You got to do it in your head.
No. I don't play those games.
They're giving less than 20%. And the way I can prove it to you is...
Oh, somebody just wrote BlockFi more on ETH and Litecoin.
Not true. Their largest single asset by far is Bitcoin. And most of it is deposited with Grayscale. Now, Grayscale, as I said this morning, if you don't know what I'm talking about, watch the Banter interview because we go in detail about Grayscale and the yields and so on. So if they're paying you 3% and they're earning 26%, right? They're paying you 1/10 of what they're earning. 1/10 of what they're earning. Now, you were mad about Robinhood? That's nothing. Robinhood actually gives you more than BlockFi. BlockFi just blocks all of that income from coming to you. That's what they do.
There you go, BlockFi. I like that we can get down and dirty with it, you know, and talk about the numbers. There's not a lot of corporate speak that goes on.
I'm just a truth teller. If you can verify everything I just said publicly, they're registered with Grayscale. You can see exactly how much assets they have in Grayscale. You can calculate how much they earn from that spread between the retail and the in-kind rate. Again, watch Banter. You'll see what I'm talking about. All right, so let's see other stats. $1 million. We paid over $1 million in withdrawals on your behalf. There isn't anyone on the planet who pays you for your withdrawals. Definitely not millions of dollars worth of your withdrawal fees, right? Right now, when you do an ETH transaction, that's $70. The network is so congested. When you withdraw your money, we have to pay on your behalf $70 to actually get that refund or distribution back to you. All right, I think we're ready for some...
yeah, we got some rapid fire.
No, before rapid fire, I think Aliza and Tal prepared something for us, right? What do you have for us?
Oh, no big deal. Just, a gift from us to everybody else. Tal, you wanna share?
Yeah, it's the season of love. So from us and the loan team, we have something nice for you guys.
Some Celsius love.
Wow, it's such a feminine music. I mean, that was very nice. Usually we have like hard rock. Tom is like, you know, like you guys chose a much nicer. I almost fell asleep, but it was a very nice opening. You know?
Yeah, well, Valentine's is coming, so you need to get into the vibe right now. You have 2 weeks before Valentine's, right? So now is the time to get into the vibe.
So for those who got distracted, maybe tell them verbally what is the offer. What do they get? What's the special?
Well, we give you money, basically. Aliza, you want to take it over?
No, go.
Aliza can take it over from here. No, you can take it.
All right,
No.
okay, so over $500 loan, which is actually our minimum, so take any loan from us and you will get $50. And if it is over $5,000, you get $100. Now, one of the caveats here is that if you take multiple loans, we will add them all together, and if that's over $5,000, then you will qualify for the $100. So you know, we just we want to kick it back a little bit and enable you guys to make sure that you know, and this applies for both gals and men, get your significant others present for Valentine's Day.
Wait. No, but do you guys still have that 1% loan? I heard Celsius is the only one that has it, and it's been what, like a year and a half already?
Why, Alex, thank you for that leading question. Indeed, we do. We have a 1% loan. We are the only ones in the industry to have that. It's a 25% LTV, and it's a 1% loan. It is the brainchild of Alex Mashinsky.
Wait. I'm confused. BlockFi charges 2% origination fee. Just you filled the application, they already charge you 2%. You want to tell me that you charge me 1% for the entire year?
Well,
not only that, there are no fees.
0.7, right? You can get it to 0.7 if you pay with your cell tokens. So,
oh my God, are you showering your clients with so much good? Like, where you guys make money? I don't understand. Like, how can you make money on a 1% loan if everybody else is charging 6 to 9 to 12 to %? Like, what's going on here? Somebody must be cheating. Either you guys are cheating or the other guys are cheating.
I think it might be the other guys. Just going to go out there with that. Just going to say that. Put that out there. Pick it up if you want. Ignore it if you want. But yeah.
Right. So
it's by far, I will say, Alex, and Tal can back me up on this because she's the one who oversees the processing of the loans on a day-to-day basis. It is by far and away our #1 most popular offering. Ever since we came out with the 1% loan, we've just been bombarded. You know, we've seen 100% growth over the past 3 months. It's absolutely insane. And we just keep, you know, every single day I get, you know, I start off my day by talking to Tal and she's like, oh my God, we got so many loans coming in overnight. Like, I don't even know how we're going to catch up today because we just have so much coming in. It's insane. And a lot of that is due to the 1%.
1%.
Who knew? Yeah, who knew if you just did a little bit good to your customers that they would shower you back with more and more business and bring their friends and tell everybody and so on. Right?
It's almost as if you do good and then you do well.
Wow, that's a great concept. Why don't we?
Oh my God! That? Like, my mind is so blown right now. I can't even handle it.
You know that, by the way, no one of my friends, no one believes me. We offer that. Like, no one. When I tell it to my friends, they're like, "No way, it's not possible." Like,
but Tal, we don't offer it in Israel because we don't offer our services in Israel because of regulation and problems with the banks here. Alex, can you fix that, please?
I think we just need to buy all the banks over there and just switch them to crypto-only banks. You know, that's what we're going to do.
No problem.
All right, so we also launched, I'm going to share my screen. We launched the Web 40. So if you haven't seen on our website now, if you're opening a new account, it's only for new accounts. You get $40 if you deposit $200 or more. It's on our, you can see that on the homepage. There are links to that. So here is your link right there for the Web 40. And by the way, if you're looking for a way to join Celsius, you think that you're going to have fun being here and working with us, and you have to go all the way to the bottom of the screen and look at careers. You see careers. Many foreigners are probably going and saying, what is carries? I don't know what that is. Well, that's jobs. Okay. It's just jobs in English, careers. Yes. It reminds me. It reminds me of when I was in Japan. I was staying in a hotel. I got to the room real late, and the light was blinking. So I pressed on the button that says message, and a massage lady shows up in my room 10 minutes later and says, I'm like, no, I was looking for the message in my. Well, that's what happens when you misspell things. But anyway, you click on the career button. And if you go down here, first you can see all of our upcoming dates. These are the job fairs. So this is your opportunity to present yourself to the Celsius team, show why we need to hire you, right? You'll be effectively competing with a bunch of other candidates, but it's your opportunity to explain to everybody why we must hire you, right? Why you must be part of the team. And if you present the passion, the attitude that you're seeing here from Tal and Aliza and Zach and others, then we want you on the team, right? And if you scroll further down, all the jobs.
Let's look at those positions. There's a lot of things out there.
We update all the time, but there's a lot of different opportunities here. And again, if you don't see something that you're good at and you still think that you can contribute in a different way, come to the job fair and convince the team that we need to add you, right? Like I said, we're adding, we are looking for 100 people that know DeFi, right? Again, you got to know something we don't know. So you have to come and pitch us on something that in DeFi or technology, or you're a programmer, or you're you can help us with the accounting or the audit or reconciliation or a million things, right? All that stuff is new because DeFi is new. And we're looking for people who can accelerate our ability to, again, have one leg in the centralized world, one leg in the decentralized world. All right, so let's
rapid fire.
Yeah, let me do the screen first quickly so we can get rid of this.
Wait, Alex, really quickly, I'm keeping an eye on the chat, and there appears to be somebody who is very dissatisfied with our service here. Somebody named Heidi, who is.
Yeah, I just wrote the name down here.
Yeah, Heidi, thank you for getting back to us. I understand the root of your problem, and Tal and I will look at your case and get back to you. Okay.
Please remember, everyone, that every state in the US has different guidelines for how much you can borrow and what we can offer. So sometimes it's different by each state, but I wrote the name. We'll get back to you.
Yeah. So Heidi Thomas, we will get back to you. And we will look into one of the things in general that was important for both me and Tal to address when we're on air today is reminding everybody that we are working as quickly as possible. We're trying to scale up as fast as possible. The pace of growth has far outstripped the pace of growth inside of our team, which this is something that we are rectifying actively. So please be a little bit patient with us, and we really try to do our absolute best for everybody. And as Alex mentioned, please email loans at, don't email app at, don't email, because what happens is you guys email people who aren't related to the loans team, and it might fall through and not get passed over, and then you're frustrated, and then we get hit, and then you email Alex and he gets angry at us for not having taken care of you guys properly, and it stresses us out. So we can skip that whole entire process if you just email loans at, just to start with. Just go for it. Do it.
All right, perfect. All right, so let me do a quick review of the latest news from this week. So Cointelegraph finally included us in the top 100. If you haven't seen it, I got ranked number 63, right next to Stani from Aave. He's right next to me on the left, on the right. So that's one. We were featured in Forbes magazine, an article about what happened to XRP, what's going on over there. So if you want to read that, again, just do a search for the headline in Google and you can read the article. Benzinga featured Celsius as well. As if you looked at the Medium, we had several posts, both Celsius and me had several posts. Banter, we talked about that in the show. So if you haven't seen it, again, just do a search for Banter on, you see I got a cape now, and I can fly. And here is, I did a podcast with FTX, the new exchange that is
hello everyone,
hosting us.
FTX podcast. I'm very glad to have here with me today Alex Mashinsky.
So that's another one. It's a good long interview if you want to learn more about stuff. We listened to Daniel talking about all things GameStop and Robinhood. And Leah was one of our OGs again, was on this, again, on this event. So if you want to listen to Leah and her views, you can follow this video. Sell Bites. So again, Tom and his team, and Zach and all the other guys who are helping us with all the videos and content, keep posting 2 or 3 videos every day. So unless you hit the subscribe button and unless you hit the bell button, you will not be notified and you will not find out about all the greatest, latest things. Again, more Sell Bites if you haven't watched it. And what do we got here?
So looking back at January of 2020, we were very proud of what we achieved back then. But the growth and the expansion of Celsius over 2020 was nothing further than epic, nothing further than historical.
Progress we've made in 2020 is. So again, we've grown over 10x in 1 year, which was shocking and amazing, and it's all because of you, because of your trust, and because of what you've done. And people all over the world are going crazy over Celsius. Here is one of our Celsians doing magic stuff with money. Let's see what he does.
The people's best interest at heart. After all, who doesn't want to be a part of the hottest cryptocurrency platform in the world? Whoa, check it out. Ooh, I do love the smell of Celsius interest.
So we love when you guys do this stuff. It makes
so
us
cool.
That was the best ambassador application ever. Really amazing talent.
Amazing.
Yeah, so plenty of
awesome.
content. Again, if you want to see all things Celsius, just go to YouTube, do a search for Celsius Network. There are thousands of videos, thousands of them, both reviews and community people and so on. Get some ideas, create your own, we'll promote you, become an ambassador. All these things help educate others, help
and watch some of the old stuff too, like the videos from a year, 2 years ago. Like our message is resonating more now than it did 2 years ago. So you go watch what we were saying then. It's coming to life now.
Yep.
It was coming to life before. We're just like, we've accelerated. And I will say this, it is remarkable for me having started 3 years ago. When I first met Alex, it took me like a couple of months to join Celsius. After I first met Alex, I wasn't totally convinced for a while. I did a little bit of due diligence. But it is
that's
amazing.
Because you spend too much time at Harvard and MIT. That's why.
No. Thank you for name dropping my my academic credentials.
All the universities that will never
Alex,
accept me as a student, by it, you know?
It's a lot of bullshit. Sorry, I'm sorry. I might be like endangering my alumni status, but it is really hard to get in. But once you're in, it's not. It's not. But that's not my point.
It's not Celsius.
It's not. It actually isn't Celsius. Like Celsius is the hardest job I've ever had, other than the Army. I think the Army did a much better job preparing me for Celsius than anything else, and specifically the military operations when things went really, we were up 24 hours a day working like crazy. That's what Celsius has been like for 3 years, but that's not my point. Thank you for distracting me. My point is that you have been absolutely consistent in your message and in the framework for Celsius from the get-go. Yes, we've fleshed things out. Yes, we've added a few things, but the core of it, the fundamentals, the flywheel, the concept, the ecosystem that you designed on a napkin 3.5 years ago is exactly what we've built and we have continued to do. And I think in large part, it's because the guiding light has always stayed the same, which is that the community comes first. And I don't think I've ever been in another company that does that, ever. I mean, I don't know that many other companies that do this.
Look, I mean, the community, I agree with you. I think the community will always tell you if you're doing the right thing or not. And unfortunately, again, the bigger these companies become on Wall Street, the faster they start stealing from the community instead of building the community, right? I mean, you look at Google and you look at Facebook and you look at all these companies. When they started, they were great, but now they're just, eating you alive, right? So you just don't know it, right? Or the banks or all these guys. So we vow to stick to our principles, to why we're here. We're not going to forget. And even though we are doing well now after we did good, we're going to continue to do good. We're not going to just go like, oh my God, look at all the money we're swimming in. Let's just start stealing from our customers, So we still have no fees. We found a way to add many, many new services and not charge any fee whatsoever, right? You're not going to find here. Let's invite all the people in the chat. Let's see if any one of them, a single person, you'll get $1,000 if you ever got paid for a fee. Anyone. Okay, post your fee excuse and show us that you paid $1 in fees, including withdrawing your money, and we'll pay you $1,000. All right. All right. Let's do the rapid fire again. Direct your questions to Aliza and Tal. That's what they're here for. This is not me answering or Zach. We want them to give you the answers. So let's roll the tape. Let's go.
Yes, please ask your question, all caps question, and include your referral code in there so that we can credit you some coins. Here we go.
$50 worth of crypto. Come on.
Let's do it.
Go, Zach, go.
Okay. Let me find a loan question here here we go.
I've spotted a bunch of loan questions coming in.
Yep. No, they're hot. Okay, question is, oh my God, Alex, you broke the stream again. Here we go. Okay, question from Professor Crypto. When will the excess collateral be available for new loans and be remunerated with the deposit fees? I'm not sure about that one.
Definitely a professor question. Let's go.
So I'm not sure I fully understand, but I'm going to assume that the question has to do with what we refer to as reverse margin call. So when we release excess collateral, basically as the value of your collateral may increase against the loan that you took, the principal that you took, we will at certain thresholds release the excess collateral and basically rebalance to bring you back to your original loan to value ratio, right? So basically what has to happen is that the base value of your crypto needs to double in value, and then we'll return you back. So let's say you take a 50% LTV loan, the value of your crypto increases. Now you're at a 25% LTV. So we'll release all of that excess collateral, and we do that twice a month, in the middle of the month and at the end of the month. And that is because it is not currently automated, although we are working on automation. And so there are logistical constraints that Tal can certainly address.
We have a lot of these requests. We have a lot of these requests, and whoever is eligible is getting back the collateral on the 15th and the 30th. Or if it's weekend, so it can be like the 14th, like it depends on the day of the week, right? But basically the middle of the month and end of the month.
All right, this is rapid fire. This is rapid fire. You got to keep your answers super fast.
Well, okay. I can answer like a lot of people are asking about when are we coming to France, to Ireland, to Maryland, to California. So let's just wrap this in one answer. We're working on it. We are working hard on it. We have a lot of things coming this year, a lot of hopefully new places that we're gonna open. It's just a little more time, a little more patience. We promise, and we're working really hard on it. It's not just our team. It's, I think, 4 teams in the Celsius.
Right, and we hired several law firms to help us both in Europe and in different states in the United States and in Asia and so on. So we have, it's not just the Celsius team. It's not just Aliza and Tal and their people. We have, again, dozens and dozens of outside people working to get, again, we're unlike Nexo, some of the other guys who are like just basically lending to anyone. They could care less if it's legal or illegal because you can't find them. Go find their office or where they are or where they're hiding, right? Celsius, we are licensed. We registered here. Let me just share the screen here and show you. We have, again, if you want to know what's happening with Celsius, And you should ask the other people to show you the same things, right? Like if you want to compare Celsius, you want to compare apples to apples, again, go to our main page here. It says, why trust Celsius? And when you scroll down, you will see that there's a bunch of licenses here or things or registrations that we have. And the most recent one is the FCA, which is the UK authority, which basically covers right now all of the EU. And you can see here, Celsius Network right here, right? This is a provisional license that we have. None of our competitors have this license. None of our competitors can stand to this new standard that the FCA has set up. But it took over 300 pages of information that we had to submit to the government to get that stamp of approval that says, okay, you are in the good club, right? We are verifying that what you're doing is kosher and you're following the laws and you're compliant and so on. All right.
Okay, rapid fire. Here we go. Number 2, when can we use multiple coins as collateral?
Oh, Alex, do you want to take this one?
Yeah, so we call it multi-collateral. It's coming, I think it's May, right? Or May or June is the schedule. You'll be able to.
That's the goal.
Yes. So you'll be able to borrow against all of your assets as one balance, and you'll get the same 50, 33, or 25% LTV. Next question.
All right. Question from the greatest. Loans for the Valentine's Day promo, is it $50 reward per loan or $50 overall?
It's $50 overall. It's per person, right? But if you take out multiple loans, recognizing that we currently aren't supporting multi-collateral, so sometimes people who would take out one loan end up having to take out several because they have different types of collateral. They'll be able, we'll add it up basically. And so if you go over the marker, then you'll get 100.
All right. Question from Crypto King. Hi, Aliza and Tal. If I take out a loan, can I earn and sell on the loan?
Well, as soon as the loan is sitting in your Celsius wallet, then you are earning your weekly awards on it. So if you can get awards and sell, then yeah. So yeah, definitely. Your loan is receiving the awards if it's sitting in your Celsius wallet.
Right. So if you have Bitcoin and you took USDC and you deposit the USDC, it will, and it's earning and sell because you're not in the US, then you will get the rewards on the exactly the rewards published on our website. We don't discriminate. Next question.
All right, question from SAS. If we take a loan with sell as collateral, will it affect my platinum tier?
Nope, it won't. Whatever we lock as collateral is not touching your platinum level.
Yeah, exactly. All these questions are saying, but we think that you tricked us with this, but we think that you tricked us with that, but you must not be doing this and that. No, we are not trying to trick you. We're not trying to steal from you. We are just helping you defer your taxes. When you take a loan and you pay your credit card bill, or you pay your car loan, or you pay all these other high interest loans, and you replace them with the 1% loan, all that happens is you still get all the appreciation on Bitcoin and Ethereum, and at the same time, you stop paying the banks 24% on the money that they lent you from one of your neighbors, right? Because they just took it from one of the neighbors, give it to you, and charge you 24%. So this is all good. The only guys who lose here are the banks, okay? They're the losers. So all of you who are looking for, I got them, I know they're tricking us or whatever, there are no tricks. There are no hidden agendas here. The only agenda is to make our Celsians, do better.
It's kind of like the phenomena with how high interest is on stable coins, or rewards are on stable coins. How is it possible? Are you guys tricking us? There's no way you can pay 10.5%, but it's just everyone else treats you so badly.
Exactly. Get out of that relationship, the abusive relationship you have with your financial institution or your bank. Even Robinhood, who everybody thought was this beautiful, innocent thing, turned out to be just another shark eating away at your assets. Next question.
All right. Question from Kudos the Hero. How long does it take to get approved for a loan at this time?
Ooh, okay. So it can be 5 minutes. Really, some users can get it in 5 minutes, but some can take a little longer because we need more documentations, more proof of residence. It all depends on what's your current situation. If you already have proof of residence with us, it should be very fast, less than 24 hours for sure, unless it's Saturday, and Saturday it takes a little longer. But it can be 5 minutes, it can be less than 24 hours. If we miss some documentation, then it might take a little longer, unfortunately.
All right, next question.
All right. Will you be lowering the minimum amount for a loan?
Yeah, that's it. Look, the goal is to get to a point where if you want to borrow $5, you can.
$1.
We'll hold everybody ransom for $1 whole dollar, right? That's the goal. That's the dream. Again, we are constrained by technology and manpower. Two things that we're looking to solve and scale. So that, this is the lending department's year. I can feel it in my kishkas. It's like it's happening.
My kishkas. That's a Yiddish word for my guts. Just for those of you who don't know. Okay. There are very few people left who know what my kishkas mean. But I'm old enough.
But I saw a question here about what is the benefit to taking a loan from a tax perspective, and I think Alex, do you want to address that?
Sure.
I think that is a very important question.
So look, the tax code, which is I think 65,000 pages long, right? It would be like from here to my high ceiling and still be, like my ceiling wouldn't be high enough for all those pages. The tax code is abusive to the earners, to the small earners, but it has plenty of loopholes for the rich people, right? Rich people like me who have an army of accountants who know every loophole and know exactly how to defer the taxes. It's not about cheating, it's about deferring. Now, the good news is that all those tax loopholes apply for the poor as they do for the rich. The law does not care if you're rich or poor. It just cares if do you know about it or you don't know about it. So one of those major loopholes that is legal is that you can defer your taxes. The taxman is basically saying, I only want my piece, which is anywhere between 25 and 50%, when you actually recognize the income. Meaning you bought something at $10, you sold it at 20, give me half of that, right? So you made $10, give me half of that. But if you don't have to sell, if you defer that sale by taking a loan against it, you need money, don't sell the asset, take a loan, then there was no sale, there is no tax event. And when there is no tax event, you don't have to pay taxes, at least not on that gain, right? So that is a very advantageous thing. Again, our ex-president, the 45th president of the United States, Donald Trump, was famous. He paid $750 in taxes, right? He made hundreds of millions of dollars, but he only paid $750. How did he do that? It was legal. He deferred everything and he just borrowed against his real estate assets. So you can do the same thing. That's the whole point. That Aliza and Tal, and this law, by the way, is almost universally, worldwide, is the same law, right? So you can do the same thing by letting your Bitcoin and Ethereum ride, even though you need money right now, and you are like, okay, I gotta pay my rent, I gotta pay my car, I gotta pay for food. You can borrow against the asset, let that Bitcoin rip, let that Ethereum rip, while you're still paying your expenses, and you're paying 1% for it, right? I mean, this is the deal of the century, right? That's why we created it. So all of us can hodl, we accumulate, and we pay the taxman only when we're rich and famous. Moving on.
I would add here that when you do sell your crypto, you end up paying ridiculous taxes on that. This way, you don't have to sell your crypto. You can borrow dollars against your crypto, and thereby you're completely offsetting it. In fact, one of the number one reasons that we get for people borrowing money is because they have a tax bill, but they don't want to sell their crypto and have to pay even more taxes.
And the people who sold their crypto right before this run-up, I mean, they are eating themselves, right? They sold their Bitcoin at 12,000. They sold their ETH at at $300, right? And they just ripped. And they're saying to themselves, gosh, what did I do, right? So Don't be one of those guys, right? Again, if you have too much and you need to rebalance, or you need to sell some to maximize, optimize your tax, fine, you need to do that. But if you don't have any other income, if you got lucky and you were at the right place, you have sell token, or you have ETH, or you have Bitcoin, and these things ripped, borrow against it. That's exactly what our program is for. On one side, it helps you earn. On the other side, it helps you defer your taxes. That's what the rich guys do. That's how they stay rich and famous, or infamous, whatever, depending which one you're talking.
Were you about to swear, Alex?
No, I just said infamous.
Okay. All right, just checking, double checking. PG.
All right. Next question from Nax, asking, when does collateral get liquidated?
Okay, so I'm going to say like 3 words on this, and then Tal's going to address it on a deeper thing. One of the things that I actively encourage everybody to do is that when they sign up with Celsius, use an email that you actually check. Because when you get notifications from our system, they're going to the email that you register with. And if you register with a Celsius one-off at protonmail.com or whatever email that you never ever check and you just use to sign in, you are not going to get notifications, and then you can end up in a situation in which you miss a margin call and we end up having to liquidate you, which is literally the last thing we ever want to do, because you haven't been in communication, and it's just because you weren't checking that email. So please register with your email that you check. Now,
yeah, that's a big problem we have. Yeah. So first, we hate the word liquidations. We really don't like it. We want to avoid it by any cost. So if you get a margin call and you don't know how to answer, you can't answer, you have different coins, you need some more time, you need to contact us and let us know that. Right now, we are still like big enough team that we can handle all of this. So when you have a margin call, contact us. If you don't know how to handle it, contact loans@celsius.net.
Only loans at.
Only loans at. That's number 1. Number 2, we liquidate only when someone is not answering our margin calls and he keeps being, or she keeps being on default. This is, we give a lot of time, a lot more than others, trust me, sometimes weeks to answer our margin calls. Most of the people are not avoiding it. We have a few sometimes that are. So unfortunately, we need to liquidate them, and we really don't like it. So that's number 1. Number 2, if your loan is reaching maturity date and you're not contacting us and you're not paying back your loan, we will try over and over to find you and see what's going on, because we don't want to liquidate the collateral at the end of the loan term. So please know when your loan reach maturity. You can extend the loan in the app in like 2 clicks. You can do it in the app. You can always close the loan as well. So if you can't close a loan right now, just extend it in 6 months, reach us, and we will close it after that immediately if you need like a week more, 2 weeks more. But please reach out to us. Make sure you read your emails. We don't want to liquidate. This is the worst thing we hate it. This is the worst thing ever.
Yeah, and remember, we give loans on all coins. So any coin that is in the Celsius wallet, you can borrow against it, and you can use the other assets as collateral as well. You always have 3 options. You can return some of the money we gave you, which basically resolves the margin call. You can ask us to sell some of your coins. Don't wait until there's a flash crash. You can say, look, I don't have any more money, but let's sell some a bit now to cover my loan requirement. It's the same thing like giving us dollars. And the third one, you can always deposit more. You can deposit anything. Any asset you have will help us basically defer or eliminate the margin call. So we provide you many options. Aliza and Tal, as I say, they run this department. They are extremely accommodating, right? I mean, people write them love letters because they're so accommodating compared to, imagine your bank, right? When you walk into your bank and you're asking them for a deferral or anything, what do? Nothing, right? They're like, laugh at you like, why did you waste your time coming to the bank? You know what we're going to do, right? So when the bank says no, Celsius says yes. Next question.
I will also say the number 1 best way to avoid both margin call and liquidation, or at least create as much a buffer as possible, is go for the 25% LTV option. That way you have the most buffer. It's also our cheapest option. It's 1%. It's a win.
Right. It's good for you. It's good for us because 1% loans, the 25% LTV are the lowest risk loans for our community, right? Our community loves that because the community as a whole is taking less risk that loans will be in default. Next question.
All right. Jeff is asking, can I pay back a loan with fiat? And I'm guessing even if you borrow stable coins, is fiat still an acceptable payback option?
What is fiat?
So Tal and I actually had our own prep call for this AMA earlier. And one of the things that we very much wanted to address was our relationship with fiat, because fiat requires working with the banking system. And I didn't know how messed up the banking system was until I started working at Celsius. Tal, would you agree?
Yeah, I can say that I have around 6 hours a day just trying to make sense of the wires with our bank. 6 hours a day. Yeah.
Wire
It's
transfer.
unbelievable.
Yeah.
It's wire transfers, it's ACH, it's SEPA, everything. It just doesn't work. It doesn't work. It's slow. It's complicated. There's no information on a lot of wires. We don't. When you send us money and you don't let us know, we don't know we got it because we don't get any name on the wires most of the times.
So what's the preferred way to do this? Like, yes, it's an option, but the optimal way to take a loan?
The optimal way to take a loan is with stablecoin. The optimal way to pay back is also with stablecoin. We are actually going to be changing our policy a little bit to make it a little bit harder to get a loan in fiat. It'll still be an option, but we're going to raise the minimum threshold primarily because we absorb your fees, and as a result, like there are huge costs, huge operational costs, and there are huge actual costs associated with doing wires. So we are trying to minimize that as much as possible. And fortunately, the infrastructure for stablecoins has grown at such a fast pace that that's possible. So I would encourage everybody to please, please, please go for stablecoin instead of dollars. Although obviously we understand if you're borrowing, $100,000 and you need it for, a down payment on a house, yeah, I get it. You're going to need fiat, not stablecoin. Totally fine. We're not saying no wires. We're just saying we want to reduce it because it gets very, very messy.
Also, I think very important to say is that we are working on the loan closure in app feature. So in around 2.5 months, you should be able to close loans in the app. You won't need us anymore for that. And you'll be able to pay back the loans with any stable coins that you want. Even if you took a fiat loan, you will be able to pay with stable coin with anyone that we support in the app. So in around 2-3 months, it will be much easier to repay your loan, even if you took fiat. So we are working on it. We see there's a lot of struggles with the banking system. So we try to make it easier for you. We heard you. We speak to you every day, and we heard your request, and we are working on it. So around 2.5 months, something like that, and we'll be out with this.
Right. Next
okay,
question.
guys, I actually really, really need to sign off because the baby.
You need to take a loan?
I no, I still.
Are you going to
baby,
take?
Like, Maya is like talking downstairs, and it is 9 p.m. and that is way, way past her bedtime. And I need her to stay on a schedule so that I can continue working late into the night. So I'm gonna hop off. Tal knows everything there is to know about loans, and she's the awesomest loan queen there is. Awesomeness is not a word, but that's what she is. Anyway,
Right,
this
well,
was super fun.
thanks
Alex,
for
we should
spending
probably
time
do
with
this
us.
more frequently.
That's for sure. And thanks for spending time with us. I'm away from Maya, but send my kisses, and I'll see her when I come to visit in Israel. So
yeah, I made
happens.
a critical error, and I didn't put her in a hodl shirt. That was my bad.
Yes. Perfect. All right. We'll see
Hey,
you later.
everybody, stay safe.
All right, here we go. Next question. How do I pay for my first payment, the principal portion? I can see the pay interest portion through the app, but I'm confused on the principal payback.
Oh, that's a great question. There's a lot of great questions here. Our loans are balloon structure loans, which means you pay interest every month, and you pay the principal only when you close the loan. So there's no pay downs. If you do have a specific situation when you need to pay down part of the loan, just reach to us at Loans At. We are working on adding more loan options that will be not balloon structure loans, like kind of a credit line. We are working on a lot of new things, but this currently you can only pay back at the end of the loan or when you want to close it.
All right. Users asking, why can't we pay our loans back in Bitcoin?
Oh, you need Jeremy for that, I think. I'm not the lawyer.
Why can't we pay in Bitcoin, you're saying?
Yeah, why can't we pay our loans back in Bitcoin?
So some countries have restrictions, meaning if you pay with Bitcoin, it means you sold the Bitcoin, and they have restrictions on basically you need a special license or special permission to do that, meaning us, Celsius needs that, not you, the person. So to make it universal, right, we cannot solve it in one state and not another state, or in one country and not another country. So right now we are not enabling because of those reasons, but we will definitely, as kind of the laws became clear and we're going to get more and more licenses, we will open that option. You should be able to pay with any of the assets that you hold in your wallet. That is the direction that we're going to. And like, I don't know if you saw, but Visa, for example, now connects to stable coins. Banks accept stable coins. We just need them to be able to accept different other assets as well, and that will allow us to be able to do all these things much, much more rapidly.
It's an amazing, like, real life showing of it's not about destroying the old system, it's about building something better. And stable coins are way better than dollars in the banking system, and the market is proving that. And
they pay 100 times the interest, 100 times the interest that your bank pays you. All right, next question.
All right, question here is, why are loans just in USD?
Okay, so we are right now working on adding a few more currencies like Euro, Australian dollars, everything. It's a little more work, but we're getting there, hopefully very soon. But remember again, stable coins, stable coins, stable coins. That's what we want.
And we have stable coins in many different currencies already, right? We have Australian dollar, we have Canadian dollar, pounds, and so on. So TrueUSD is like the one partner we have that has, I think, 6 or 7 different currencies, stable coins in different currencies. So definitely go check them out. TrueUSD.com, I think, is the website. Next question.
All right, here from Top Fried. Can you choose to pay your loan in Cell token, but change that option to stablecoin down the road?
Yeah, you can always change your interest payment asset. Just go to the loan information in the app and choose whatever coin you want to pay. So you can do it every day, all the time. Easy.
Okay, easy peasy.
Easy peasy.
Julio's asking, can I change the proportion from 25% to 50% on my loan? I think the LTV is referring to.
So this is a refinance. Just reach out to us. It's really depending on your loan. But yeah, you should be able to do that. Just depend on the loan itself. Loans at Celsius.network. Remember that.
Loans at Celsius.network. Okay, where can I see the locations that are eligible to borrow?
We don't have a map right now because this is changing all the time. Our legal team keep getting more and more information on each jurisdiction we work at. So this keeps changing. Right now, we don't have a map. We want to have something available as soon as possible when we'll be able to do it, but not yet. I'm sorry. If there's a specific jurisdiction you want to ask about, just reach out to us. We'll answer.
All right, Alex, you want to keep doing questions or move on to second part of updates?
Yeah, let's do the updates. I mean, we have a lot of, let's see what we have here. So for those of you who are newcomers, again, we have the Mashinsky way. Well, it's coming up in a second. These are, by the way, the different contact information. So for example, if you're looking to buy a large amount of Cell token, OTC at Celsius.network, 25,000 or more. And again, if you want to buy even more, there's a discount that you can get. So you just got to negotiate your way with our OTC desk. Test your negotiation skills with the OTC desk and let's see how much discount you can get there. I think if you buy over 100,000, you automatically get a 10% discount. But if you're buying less, that's fine. I mean, you make your case. The more of a Celsian you are, the more you can prove that you're a Celsian. I've given the same instructions to Tal and Aliza, right? Your job is to make every Celsian happy. So these people will work for you. They'll do everything they can to give you the best deal, to make you earn even more. So all these things are things that we love. The more passion you show us, the more we will give you back. Jobs at Celsius, we mentioned that before. And if you want to send anything to me, CEO@celsius.network, send me an email. I usually answer my own emails, as you know. People are shocked that I answer them. They send it on a Saturday and they get it back and they're like, I got an answer in 10 minutes from Alex Mashinsky, Yeah. But you can test me. You can see exactly when I sleep, because if I don't answer, there's a good chance I'm sleeping. And the Mashinsky way. So maybe rewind this. So basically we have, for the noobs, the people who are just joining us here, thank you for joining us. Our community grew from a few thousand to over 30,000 viewers in a few months. I mean, it was just torrent growth in the last few months. And again, the Mashinsky method is all about the 7-step mechanism that will get you to financial independence, will get you to financial freedom. And these are best practices. These are like basically recommendations that we have that will help you navigate through these crazy times that we're going through. Again, there's a tremendous amount of money printing. There's a tremendous amount of devaluation of your currency. Don't believe the Federal Reserve. Don't believe your government. Unfortunately, they are lying to you. They're telling you there's not going to be inflation. They're telling you that holding bonds is a safe thing. The most dangerous thing you can do today, more dangerous than crossing the street, okay, and not looking left or right, is to hold bonds in your portfolio, okay? So why? Because the rates on bonds already collapsed, meaning you're going to earn the lowest rate ever, the lowest rate in the last 200 years. And at the same time, again, if inflation hits, the yields are going to go up. When yields go up, the value of the bond collapses, meaning you can lose half of your money on bonds, because as the yields go up, the price of the bond collapse, right? So these are all dangerous places to be. Again, we want you to diversify away from the stock market, from the bond market, and into non-correlated assets. We're not trying to sell you sell token, right? This is not about sell token or Celsius. This is about you diversifying and protecting yourself if this massive inflation, massive devaluation actually hits us and basically hurts all of your saving and hurts your ability to continue earning in this environment, right? So the plans, again, watch the Bentov show this morning. I had 4 different recommendations for what a portfolio should look like based on your age, based on your income. It's not one for all. So watch my show with Ran Neuner, where we go through all of that. It's a half-an-hour show. And let's go back to the questions. Tal, anything you want to add?
I just see all the amount of questions. I think we need a loans AMA. This is a lot of questions, guys. Wow.
Let's hit the question. Yeah, let's try to answer as many as we can.
Okay. Here's a good question. Any future plans to support privacy coins like Monero or Pharaoh? Or are we staying away from privacy coins?
Well, the regulators are being very hard on privacy coins. The reason is that basically you hear it every day. You hear Janet Yellen saying, "Oh, Bitcoin is only used for bad things." The privacy coins are even more attractive to criminals, right? So until both regulators and the community can agree on best practices, we don't want our community, right, to get caught with a coin or token that then drops dramatically in value because it got deemed illegal in this or that country, right? So what we do, we try to protect our community. We only including assets that we think are reasonably safe or reasonably following good practices. Bitcoin, Ethereum, these are obviously some of the best. And then they have to earn yield, right? So they have to have both those sides. So if something has a questionable issue to it, we usually do not include it, or we then push it out of the wallet to prevent you from even having that option, right? So again, we don't choose losers or winners. That's not the job. That's not what we're trying to do. When you see us not adding something, it's not like we're saying, oh, this coin or token is bad. Remember, token runs on somebody else's blockchain. Coin has its own blockchain. Ethereum, its own blockchain, it's a coin. Cell token runs on the Ethereum blockchain, it's a token, right? I see people, famous people, call a token a coin and a coin a token, you know? So the point is just that we are, our job is really to have a very safe basket for you of these non-correlated assets, right? Things that follow fiat currencies or stable coins, things that are attached to the gold standard, right? So these are not, they are some of the safest assets inside the Celsius wallet, right? Because they're not crypto, meaning they're not Bitcoin or Ethereum. They're not pegged to the dollar. They're their own thing. Pax Gold, Tether Gold, right? All those things are something you should own because they're completely disconnected from everything you're seeing with Bitcoin and Ethereum and so on. And the third group are tokens and coins that are earning yield, but they're much higher risk. Next question.
All right. Will Celsius ever offer mortgages?
Well, we want to offer everything. By the way, some people do take a loan with us to buy a house. It happens quite a lot, actually. So yeah, but mortgage, the way that it works, it's a little different. Then we will probably, but again, in the future, it's building every feature takes a lot of time, not only in the, in our side of operating it, but in the legal side and in the product side. And so it takes time, but yeah, of course. But if you need something specific, like you need a loan for something specific, just reach out to us, tell us your story, tell us what you need. Let's see how we can help you.
Yeah, if you borrow the assets from us, you borrow the stable coin or the dollars, and you're paying a mortgage or you are starting a mortgage, that's fine. I mean, there's nothing wrong with it. We currently only loan or lend against digital assets, and that is our specialty. So if you have a home and you want to refinance your mortgage, we're not the right place, at least not right now. If you have a digital home, maybe we'll think about it, like
but if you want to buy a home and you have crypto to give as collateral, we definitely can help you. That's what I said. I try to say it, sorry.
All right, question here. What will happen with my loan if sell price rises?
Well, as Aliza mentioned earlier, you can ask for a reverse margin call. Right now, we don't do this with Cell token. Hopefully, we'll be back with this shortly. We don't know when, but you can close the loan and reopen a new one, or you can ask for, reverse margin call. As soon as we'll be able to give it to you, we will. But right now, not yet. Sorry.
All right. Altcoin Crypto Tree, can we consolidate 3 or more loans that all have different end dates and amounts?
Well, consolidation is a manual procedure. It means we need to write an agreement that takes all the loans all together, put it all together in one agreement and send it to you. You need to sign it. We need a developer to change your loans and combine them together. So right now we're not really offering it. If you have 20 loans and it's very hard for you to manage it, and some people have more than 20 loans, reach out to us and we'll see what we can do. But right now we're not really consolidating loans.
All right, Alex, question for you here. How does Bitcoin mining fit into the flywheel and expansion of utility for Cell token going forward?
Sure. So first, having more nodes on the blockchain network, and every time you mine, you are one of the nodes. You basically participating in the expanding the blockchain helps the community. It helps protect the Bitcoin community, the Ethereum community. So there's a lot of value. It's much harder to do a 51% attack. It's much harder to have basically a fraud on the network that has many nodes. So it's good for us, right? It helps our community. Second, the yield. We're all about yield. So we at Celsius are always searching for places to earn yield, and sometimes the best yield to be found, especially when you see coins go up dramatically, can be found in mining. Because for us, for example, right now, we bought these machines long time ago. We committed capital long time ago, and we're earning Bitcoin at less than, it cost us less than $10,000 to mint that Bitcoin. But the Bitcoin is worth close to $40,000. So obviously, that is a very profitable practice for Celsius, which is great for you guys. Why? Because one, it's earning yield for the community, and second, it makes Celsius much more safe and stable company. So if you think about, okay, Celsius versus BlockFi, or Celsius versus Nexo, Celsius has close to $2 billion worth of assets ourselves. None of these other companies have anything close to that. Right now, BlockFi is running around all around town begging for more money because they already spent all the money they have. They're not profitable, and they're hoping that investors will give them more money. What happens if they don't get that money? Who is a more risky place to be? So Celsius is both profitable. We're profitable. We don't have any bad loans. We don't have any institutions that didn't pay us back. I promised I'll do that every show. I'm telling you the same thing again. And we have more and more sources of income which help us diversify our income. So if tomorrow suddenly everybody returns all the loans to Tal and she has nothing to do, she doesn't have to talk to the banks for 6 hours a day, we still have many other sources of income where our competitors are really only relying, like some of our DeFi competitors are only one source of income, right? What if that whole thing dries up tomorrow, right? So we want the Celsius machine to crank out yield, higher and higher yield, no matter what happens, right? And by having more and more legs to the stool, we're guaranteeing, for you, I'm the largest user. I love it. I love the fact that we're all earning more yield, right? So that's the main reason. Next question.
A question that comes up a lot is, how can Celsius reassure users that going forward, yields won't be drawn down to make investors more happy? How is that balance?
I thought you're gonna say that I get $50 for this answer, because I think it was pretty good.
So I didn't see your referral code.
No, I'm kidding. The truth is, look, it is completely, most people I know, right, most sophisticated people on Wall Street, even now after 3 years, still look at me and say, Alex, come on, it's impossible that you pay 10%. Okay, it's just impossible. I work for Morgan Stanley, or I work for Goldman Sachs, and I cannot find 5% anywhere. Okay, right? So how are you guys finding 10%? And the answer for that is very simple. None of these banks, none of these major financial institutions have $1 in the DeFi space or in the crypto space or lending to these institutions, which means that there is scarcity of dollars, meaning Celsius and just a few other people are the only lenders in town. And that's why we can charge much more. And we're actually raising our rates. We're raising what we're charging customers. And I hope we'll be able to raise the rates we're paying out. Again, Celsius pays the highest rates today consistently. I'm not promising that we'll stay up like this forever. You see us moving rates up and down. But overall, if you look at the rate we used to pay you on stable coins 3 years ago, today the rate is 50% higher. 50% higher, which is the opposite of what everybody told us. Everybody told us, guys, come on, you have $100 million. When you get to have $1 billion, your rates are going to shrink down to be just like the bank. Well, we have $7 billion, and the rate is the highest it's ever been. Why? Because Goldman Sachs and Morgan Stanley and Bank of America and Citibank and Wells Fargo, none of those guys have $1 competing with us. If they had, we would have a much harder time, and we would probably be earning 2 to 3% instead of 12 or 13%, which is what we're earning today, paying you 10.5 back on your stable coins. All right, next question.
All right. Do you ask for a credit history when applying for a loan?
Oh, you know that I didn't even know what a credit history is before people asked me about it, because we don't have it here in Israel. No, we don't. We don't care about your credit history. We really don't. We don't give a damn. We just, as long as you have the collateral to give, we will give you a loan. And you went through the know your customer process. You know, and you registered with us, and you have crypto. That's what you need.
Right. The collateral is the security. That's all the assurance we need is that collateral.
Yep.
Yes.
All right. Question here. Are you using renewable energy for your mining operations?
So we use several facilities. One of them is a hydro facility. We only have our mining equipment in North America. You know, for years they've been saying to me, "Oh, put Mongolia or in Kazakhstan or in whatever," and we're like, "No, that doesn't sound too safe. How am I going to collect that equipment if something goes wrong?" You know, so we both lend to the mining community, and we operate our own facilities in partnership with some of these miners. But we do both basically hydro, some wind, but some of it is also natural gas and some other energy sources. But in a lot of times we connect to the grid. So if the grid is 20% renewable, then we are 20% renewable. So it really depends on where the stuff is. And by the way, if you are in the mining business and you want to somehow work with Celsius, again, email CEO@celsius.network, and we'll connect you with the right people in our organization that work with us. We both, again, finance the equipment for others, help others mine more or buy new machines, as well as if you need a partner, you want somebody else to come in with you, we do that as well. As long as it creates yields for our community, we're in it. Next question.
That's it. Okay. Why can't we have multiple whitelisted addresses for withdrawals and switch between? Why is it we're only allowing one whitelisted address at a time?
So hackers love that stuff. They love multiple choices, because then they have a window and a door and a chimney to get through in and out and steal your coins. So, and most people, unfortunately, are very bad at remembering these things. So until we have a much better naming system, right, in the entire crypto industry, just like when you send Tal an email, you know it's Tal@Celsius.network. You don't have to remember whatever 70 something digits. Which is her IP address and SMTP address and everything else. We need the same equivalent naming system in crypto, which have not been created yet. If I wasn't busy taking down the banks, I probably would create it myself, but I'm just busy picking a fight with a few little banks. So until then, we want to be very careful. We still have people sending addresses to a vendor we used 3 years ago that we don't use anymore. And we told you, all of you, stop sending money to BitGo, okay? Some of you still have addresses that are BitGo addresses from 3 years ago, right? So we're doing this to protect the innocent, to protect the community. And really, I know it's a little bit of a pain and it's a headache, but that 24-hour, when you change the address, that 24 hours is what protects you from hackers stealing your coins. And just do a search. Go on Google and do a search, and you will see that almost everybody else you use, including BlockFi, everybody you use got hacked and got stuff stolen from them. So just the fact that you don't know that because you're a noob and you think we're giving you a hard time by asking 50 questions, that's how we prevent your coins from being stolen. Next question.
All right. Here's a good one, Alex. Can you prove your profits?
Yeah. So we are launching, as we mentioned, proof of community, and you will be able to not just prove the profits, you will be able to prove, just like we did the chain analysis, prove the deposit, the withdrawals, the interest earned, the expenses, and the profit, right? And also, as you know, we're filing yearly. We're a UK company. We're filing yearly with the Companies House. So our audit and not for this year, but for last year, meaning through February of 2020, is going to be filed in the next few days, and you'll be able to see all of our information. And I have a big surprise. I can't talk about it yet, but there's another process that we're going through, which will also allow you to see all of our profitability and all of our numbers and everything else. A lot of great big news coming. I can't wait. Every AMA, I'm like, can I talk about this? And they're like, no, we have to finish this and that. I'm like, ah. So I can't wait to tell you, but I can't. So I've been muzzled by my team. It's very frustrating. So,
and it's very hard for your team to do it. So
muzzle me, yes. So we have a lot of great news. Again, we're very excited. Look, I mean, again, there's a lot of things we can't tell you, but I can tell you that when you see the whole team, right? This is 170 people now locking the coins, the tokens for 3 years. That should tell you something. And they didn't do it once; they did it twice, right? And these are people that are fully vested. Like Aliza has been with us for 3 years. She's fully vested. She can do whatever she wants. She's not leaving. She's locking her coins. Locking her tokens, sell tokens. So obviously the people inside the company know stuff that you don't, and they might not be able to talk about it. But like I always say, watch what they do, not what they say. Watch what they do, not what they call themselves. Just because somebody calls themselves Robin Hood doesn't mean they are Robin Hood. They are the sheriff of Nottingham, like Daniel said to you, right? So we think we always act in your best interest. Again, if there's anything we do that you don't think is in your best interest, let us know, and we will correct that. Because if it's not good for you, it's not good for me. I'm the largest user. So if it's bad for you as a small user, it's horrible for me as a large user, right? So, and there are things we miss sometimes. So we definitely, like, I'll give you an example. One of our Celsians asked me a simple question, said, wait a second, Alex, why can't I give you stable coins, which are safe because they're pegged to the dollar? I know I can always get my dollars back from Coinbase or Circle or whoever I created the USDC with, but I want to earn my yield in any of the coins you guys support. Why are you only offering me to earn the yield in USDC or in Cell Token? What if I want to earn the yield in Bitcoin? Because if I'm a noob and I don't trust Bitcoin, I'm okay with depositing USDC with you because it's safe, but then earning Bitcoin for free, right? I'm earning 6% for free, or in this case, it's 10.5% in Bitcoin because you're earning on the USDC. So you're earning 10.5% and you're earning all of that in Bitcoin. I asked myself, I said, you know what? It's a great question. We should definitely have that. I went to the team and the team said, yes, we can do it. So we're going to allow you to earn, and not just in Bitcoin, not just in kind or in Cell, but in any coin that is in the wallet that is legal, right? As long as the lawyers tell us, yes, it's fine, out of 45, 41 are allowed, you'll be able to choose any one of them for any one of the coins, right? So right now you can only choose one or the other. Boom, there's going to be a whole menu to choose from, and then you can get your favorite and earn those basically for free. So you can earn Litecoin on Bitcoin, or you can earn Ethereum on your Cell token, right? And so on. So that's what we're trying to do. And again, this idea came from a member of the community who basically asked a very simple question. All right, let's go back to another fast.
Well, the chat wants to know, Alex, what are you doing for Valentine's Day? You've got to step up your game. Last time you did a pretty big one with Cell Token. Now, how are you going to up yourself?
I'm in trouble because, again, my wife started USA Strong, as you know, and she's an entrepreneur. She's working harder than me. I don't even think I'm going to have a Valentine's Day. I mean, she's like working around the clock. You want to see if the crew is available? They're here 7 days a week, working around the clock, making a lot of noise. I have no idea what I'm going to do. I'm just trying to see if I can even steal 2 hours. I offered her to go and like buy like something really nice for her, for Valentine's. Not even interested in that. So
and then Tal, for us guys out there, what's a gift that would be really valuable to you to receive?
For me?
No. Tal, what would Tal like to receive? Valentine's Day.
Yeah, here, look, the whole crew. Here, come in. Look, the whole crew is here. Where are the rest of you?
Where should we be looking?
Oh, wow.
Hi. Hi, so this is Aliza. Hi. And she is head of sales and partnerships, right? Why don't you tell the audience who you are? They haven't met you yet.
Well, I'm head of sales and partnerships at usastrong.io, and it's been an amazing experience so far. We have 2 unbelievable businesses in one roof. I mean, it's been crazy.
So she is a stronger. So we've been talking
Yeah.
a lot on Twitter about Celsians and Stronger.
It's the whole team.
So, we got a whole team. So it's been a fun merging of communities lately. So it's so nice to see everybody. Wish we could see you in person.
Oh, look at you, Alex. He's a camera guy too.
But I know we had talked about I think 2 weeks ago about our live, what are we doing next week? Our mixology. Right. We're having our mixology session. So that'll be, I think, Friday. It was Women in Crypto.
Yes.
Where we're going to have a live session of
Oh, no,
downloading
Alex,
the wallets. Right? Sorry?
Oh no, Alex is playing with the camera and he's cutting you guys off.
Oh, figures.
It's fine.
You know, he's not great with the women. What do you want me to tell you?
I disagree. He is the nicest husband I've ever met in my life.
Chrissy, what are you expecting for Valentine's Day? What can Alex do to make it a special day?
Yeah, I want that RV for us to go cross country. I think some of the girls saw that on Twitter about us visiting the Celsians on the road. So we're excited about that. So yeah, it'll be a fun Valentine's next week.
Okay.
And so we're going to do the mixer right after your show on Friday.
You see all these girls, I can't compete with that. I mean, like, they're having so much fun with their startup.
You can see their women
helping Americans buy American products. I mean, what could be better than that?
Alex,
so I love it.
How do
and
women,
using a blockchain.
Yeah, but how do women enter the cryptocurrency world? This is what we want to know.
We are looking. We're 85% men in our community. It's horrible.
So how
and you guys
about-
are like 100% women. Like, can't we? Like, maybe
Join
we should do a
forces.
dating
Join
site.
forces.
How about a dating site?
I'm in.
I mean,
I'm in.
we have. I'm very okay. Dating site for the single part, you know.
Okay, so next Friday we're going to talk about downloading the wallet,
Yes.
learning about
Yes.
Celsius
We'll
Network,
do the basics. How about
and the
that?
basics of Bitcoin. The mixer will be right after your show. Okay.
Love it.
Very good. Yeah.
Thank
Bring
you,
it on,
Alex.
guys.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye, Alex.
Wow. It's like they're like busy bees. They just show up and and disappear. They're all like go away and disappear. But yeah, so we're having a lot of fun here. We're running 2 startups out of our house. Luckily, it's a big enough house to accommodate everybody, and having a lot of fun. So what can I say? You know.
That's it. All right, Alex, we come up on time. Any closing words, thoughts for everybody? And then could we show the job slide one more time? We really want our community to apply to these positions. We love hiring from the community. Let's show that job slide one more time. There it is. Please contact jobs@celsius.network. We love the talent. We need the talent. We're growing fast. A lot of benefits to being part of Celsius.
Yeah, and here we're highlighting 2 operational jobs, two of our, we need ops people. So again, if you have any experience in operations and you think it's relevant to Celsius or the community or things you can improve, let us know. And Tal, you guys have a few open positions. You want to just mention what you guys are looking for?
Yeah, we have 6 open positions actually. We are looking for loan manager. Maybe
put the Tal back on the screen. Thanks. Yep.
Here I am. We have 6 open positions right now. I'm interviewing around the clock. This is the loan managers. This is people who will operate with the borrowers. It's support for borrowers. It's helping us, giving you faster responses. So if you have a support, some support background, and you're a Celsians, please apply. Please send us your CV.
And join one of the job fairs, right? That's where we make selections. Definitely. We have one every month, and the links are right on our website. And again, thanks. I know we didn't answer all the questions. There was a flood of participants. What was the high today? Did you see? Like, I don't know what we... Well,
I think we had like 1,400 viewers today.
1,400, yeah. But again, like the button, share, right? Hit the bell. Let's smash all the records. Invite everybody else. There's a lot to learn. And thank you for being us. We love you, and we'll see you next week. Thanks, Tal, Zach,
Thank
Bethany,
you.
and everybody else who helped us with the show. And we'll see you next week.
All right. Thanks, everybody.